It's me, my dad.
Ember.
And today we bring to another episode of Daddy
Daughter
Daughter
Conversation. Welcome to the Themba
and
Lulu Show.
So, if you're watching this right now, it is almost the end of summer.
Yeah. We're almost coming to the end of summer.
We want to thank you guys once again for all the support that you've shown us. And if you're new here, we'd like to welcome you to our YouTube channel. This is Samba and I am Lulu, as you know.
Yeah.
And before we start, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
And if you like this video, please share it with your friends, and your friends can share it with their friends, and their friends can share it with their friends, and the cycle moves on.
Yep.
And let's start this YouTube video.
Yeah. Today's show, we want to talk about what we be.
5 reasons why you should know your children's friends.
Yeah, it is important as a parent to know the friends that are interacting with your child.
Mm-hmm.
Is it important, baby, for me to know your friends?
Yes.
Because
Because
reason number 1.
when you meet friends with, like, you meet your child's friends, like if they're hanging out for a sleepover or something like that, when they come over, you get to know, like, for example, who their parents are.
Yeah.
Because if your child is underage and their friend is underage, that means that their parents are going to bring them there.
Yeah.
To the places that you guys want to go. So when you guys come and meet together, you get to know what kind of parents they have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's important, like Lulu is saying, that the friends that are going to interact with your child and like they're interacting with Lulu, they tend to affect each other indirectly because they tend to share, and maybe by knowing that, you're going to know the kind of influences that they're having on your children, and probably also know how to correct the behavior in case they are picking behaviors that you wouldn't be comfortable with. Yes. Number 2.
Number 2, you get to know what kind of friends that the other child has, or that your child shares with that child.
Yeah.
So let's take, for example, my friend. So if my friend comes over and brings her friend, or somehow ended up talking about our friends, my dad, if he's listening to the conversation, he gets to know about, like, what kind of friends that she has.
Yeah.
What kind of friend does Lulu keep? Does she keep nice friends? Does she keep mean friends? Does she have any friends?
Yeah.
If you don't have any friends, please ignore this video.
Why wouldn't you be having a friend? Why wouldn't you not be having a friend?
It's either you're the problem or they're the problem.
Oh, they're the problem. But you need to be a friend. We need each other in this world, baby. How come you're not friendly?
It's either you're the problem or they're the problem.
Okay.
That's all.
Number 3.
Number 3, you get to see what kind of influence that she has, or the kind of student that she has, that he or she has on your child academically. So if your child's friend is good at academics or bad at academics, or, like, it doesn't even matter whether they're good or bad, it's like how they treat the academics, because some people are just naturally bad at math or naturally bad at that, and it's okay. It's just how the attitude that they approach. So when you do, like, mathematically, when you, like, look at academics, it's also like how you look at academics, how you look at life.
Yeah.
So if you look at academics, you're like, no, I can't, I don't want to do this, or, like, if it's too difficult for me, or are you, like, the kind of person that is like, I can do this no matter what? So
if you're a person who can push themselves to a goal or an objective, or you don't have the mental strength to stay focused, you can easily influence someone else who is your friend through the conversations that you're having with them. So if you're, like Lulu is saying, if your the friend is influencing her, like Lulu, and influencing her that you don't have to work so hard in academics, then most likely your child is likely to pick that up, and you could have that conversation also at home. So it is important for you to know what's the approach that the friends are having towards the key things, isn't it?
It's
like academics,
like
right?
academics. And once again, I say you do not have to worry about their grades. It's how they approach the problem.
Yeah, it's how they're approaching their attitude towards it. What kind of conversations are they having with your child? Yeah.
And number 4 is how do they treat older or more higher authorities. So right now, especially in like your teenage years, you have a variety of kids, and you know, some kids, us teenagers like to think that we're like older than everybody else. So that means everyone should respect us and should treat us like adults. So we tend to look down on the actual adults. So like if your child's friend does that, that means you're more likely to treat like if they treat like other people with like respect, with disrespect, they're likely to treat your child with disrespect. So like for example, if they treat you with disrespect, it makes you think that they're not going to treat me with disrespect. Or if they treat you with respect, they're going to treat me with respect too. How do they look at other people, not even older authorities, but like other people? How do they treat other people? Is how they're going to treat you.
Yeah.
And your child too.
Yeah, and even issues of bullying have come from such situations where some of those friends have disrespect for maybe their friends and even other people or even adults in their life. That is important for you to note. Are the friends that your child is keeping having that kind of an attitude? And you need to have that conversation and get to know if you need to discourage your child from keeping such kind of friends who are disrespectful to themselves, and some of them who are disrespectful or even bullying others is from a point of weakness. They have insecurities that now they try to to project on other people. So it's important to have that conversation with your child.
Okay, and last one is if they have the similar goals or like stuff that they like, and they're similar to your child, have something in common with your child. So let's take me for an example. I like K-pop, and I also have values that I have. So like I tend to be friends with people who not only like K-pop and stuff and like other things, people who have like the same values as me. That's the same thing like with other children too. The friends that I have similar values to mine. So like that's why most of my best friends are Adventist, because I'm Adventist. And some of Daddy's friends have like respect for others, tend to be nice to people, are Christians, and tend to look at things not from from a biased place, but like a fair place. So they're fair to other people, and that's the kind of friends that Dad keeps. So it's order to you to like know what you need to ask them, like, what do you believe? What are the things that you like to do, or like what are the things that you don't like, or the type of people that you don't like?
Yeah. Like Lulu is saying, it's important that also your children know some of the friends you're keeping, because that will also help them to know what kind of friends are they. Are you just talking about them keeping friends that are having certain values, while you are not leading by example? Because as parents and as adults, we communicate more by what we do than by what we say. So if you're busy telling them that you need to look at certain friends that are keeping certain values, but we are not giving them an opportunity to also know some of our friends, then you see it's going to cause some kind of discrepancy, and they're going to feel like you are telling us to do certain things
while you're not doing that. And that's kind of being hypocritical.
Exactly. Lulu calls me, asks me, where are you, Daddy? Why did you take 2 hours and you said you take 1 hour? That's a conversation that is...
sometimes Daddy, he has extra work sometimes, so he comes back home. And if I'm like, Daddy, where were you?
Exactly, yeah. And that is very okay, because I need to explain to her, because I would expect her to explain to me. When I'm seeing a friend, like I tell her to tell me about a friend, then I'm also expecting her to tell me. And that's where we are talking about know your children's friends and let your child know your friends. Hope you have enjoyed our show today.
And we wish you a nice day. But before we end, we're gonna give you guys something to describe. Are you ready?
1, 2. Thank you so much, and see you in our next one.
I will see you both one day, someday. Goodbye.